Hey everybody, welcome to the Weekly Tall Talk. My name is Corey Andre. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a very special episode for you today, as we do every day. Well, every week. Yeah. And you know what? If you're new to the show, every week we start off with a short story or a would you rather question that sets up the topic for the show. Yeah. And today we got a short story followed by a would you rather. But before I get into that, I have two co-hosts with me here today, my two best friends in the whole world in this state. Woo! Cale and Xavier Chapman. Woo!
I'll take it.
Hey, Xavier, brother.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for that.
Don't lie to everybody.
Yeah, my back's hurting pretty bad.
Yeah, you were dying a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I was
Still a
dying.
little bit.
But I'm still alive. Still kicking.
For now.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Comes with me. No, I'm good though. Back's getting better. Feeling better.
Good, man.
Got to get over a little cold.
Yeah.
Nurgle always visits my house.
Yeah,
always.
Papa brings his gifts.
Yeah, I have a little nurgling that follows me around. I love her. She's adorable. But she gets me sick every time.
Yeah, she does.
Every single
You're
time.
sick like every week at this point.
Yeah, bro.
It's not good.
But you're not sick
right now.
as much right now.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, I'm doing
That's
good.
progress.
Cale, buddy, how are you?
I am not sick.
Oh,
And feeling happy about it
Okay.
for now.
What makes you happy about
Maybe.
it? Huh?
Oh,
Why are you so special?
He might get me sick later.
That's true.
We're in the
That's
same
true.
room. And
We
we're
are.
That's true. Yeah.
We have been hugging and kissing today.
Yeah, and
Damn
coughing
it.
a lot.
coughing, cough kissing.
Does everybody like cough into the other person's mouth?
Yeah.
While you're
As
kissing them.
you cough into
Oh.
their open mouth as they're trying to kiss you.
As you're going in.
It's a
you're just
delicacy. I think they do that in South Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah,
That's,
they would do that there.
They would.
I've done that a few
But
times.
this is California. We're doing it here, so
Yeah.
can't say that much. But I'm doing well. It's a little bit of a break in the rain. I'm hoping it starts to rain again.
Yeah.
I'm looking out the window and it's sunny and I hate it.
It's
Sunny
you live in
Southern
California.
Son of a.
But you gotta move up north.
Yeah, I got to move away from SoCal. But no, I'm excited for this episode. Excited always whenever we're able to record. So hell yeah.
Yeah.
And looking forward to getting into this story. But
Yeah.
Corey, how are you? You are the host with the most.
Yeah, we didn't forget the host this
We
time.
did not. We're breaking the cycle of just skipping over. You are irrelevant. Lay the story out. No, I'm sorry. Corey, how are you?
I am doing pretty good.
That's it?
Yep.
Hey.
Oh, that's
Doing
short
pretty good.
and simple.
Nice.
Succinct,
Yeah.
if you will.
Pretty good.
I had a burp, and that's
Oh,
why
there it is.
Oh, that was
I'm
my
gonna have
pause.
to cut. Because I was feeling it.
Oh, you were feeling that.
It came from the depths.
The depths of the gut
Of my bowels.
Bowels needed to be empty. No.
What's happening? I don't know. You
I can't
guys,
use any of this.
You guys hype me up, and then I get fucking going, and then I realize what I'm saying, and I'm like, fuck.
All this has to stay in.
I'm not leaving any of this in. I'm doing great, Cale. Thank you for asking. You're right. It is a really nice break in the weather, and I'm getting excited for the sunshine. Opposite to you, because I
Always on polar opposites.
get to leave my car and ride my bike.
Damn it.
Dude.
Yeah.
I like it when you stay in there. That way I know
Don't
where you're
leave
at.
the car.
Yeah.
Stay in there.
All right. So let's get into today's episode.
Let's do it.
After I edit around all of that intro.
No.
That's going to be some hard cuts here.
That was going to be very hard cuts.
Yeah.
Because I had some gems.
That's what we're calling them.
NSFW, baby. Plaster that with my name.
NSFW gems.
So our story today is going to be pretty fun. We're going back in time. Are you guys
Ooh.
excited for this?
I'm very
Dude,
excited.
time
I love
traveling?
a
Hell yeah.
history, a timepiece.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Okay, so folks, we are going back all the way a little less than 2,000 years ago.
Ooh.
We're going back to Rome.
All right.
Hell yeah.
We're not Roman citizens, okay?
Oh.
But we are citizens in Rome.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we're like second class. Maybe third.
Yeah, like a tertiary. Like we're not like really people,
Oh, okay.
but we do exist.
Yeah, we just got into the fold because we got conquered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just bring them in.
Hey, man.
Bring them in.
It's
Welcome aboard.
It's how the Roman Empire became so strong.
It works.
Yeah.
It's how it works.
Try it.
Join us, keep your religion, pay your taxes, and shut the fuck up. You're Roman now.
Exactly.
It could be worse. It could be worse. I'll take that. I'll take that deal.
They're like, hey.
Well, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
It's
could
that
die.
or death.
I could die.
Yeah.
The sweet release.
Like,
Please.
I don't want any part of that. Just stab you.
I'm good. All right.
All right, so let's get into today's short story.
Right on.
It's December 17th, 197 CE.
The beginning of Saturnalia, a week-long celebration honoring Saturn with feast, games, and sacrifice. You've been a slave for the last 10 years under the strict control of a wealthy merchant family, and this year presents a special opportunity. Caesar Lucius Septimius Severus is giving out special favors to participants and volunteers for the Colosseum. This year's events will be brutal. Creatures and monsters alike have been gathered from all over the empire, including violent gutter scum of Rome. All will be fighting to the death in order to gain favor or freedom. You've had very basic training and were given second-hand weaponry for the event, and against all odds, only you remain, while countless other slaves have died by your side. Some in the jaws of wild pygmy tigers, others were run through by spears and gladius alike, and yet others gored to death by striped rage elephants. With so much now behind you, you've only one choice left to make. Would you rather accept his favor and become an official Roman citizen? You'll gain the ability to vote, own land, raise a family, and own slaves. Or you can choose to be the Caesar's chosen gladiator. You must fight to the death every 2 months. However, you have access to the best training, a luxurious apartment near the Senate. You'll never have to worry about food nor drink. You'll have access to the finest clothing and PTO.
Ooh.
Time off.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
sweet
dude.
game.
A time off? Come on,
That's
buddy.
pretty cool.
That or you become, gain your freedom, become a citizen.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Thanks,
What a
man.
cool
I like
story.
that intro.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Thank
like
You
that.
knew I'd like that intro.
I did. I did. We
Yeah.
wrote it together.
Oh,
so if
yes.
you hated it, it would be a really weird writing
I'm a
process.
big fan of myself.
yeah.
Yes.
The
The narcissist. Yes.
I really care for it.
This sucks. This sucks. I'm out.
It's like, what?
So with that in mind, Cale, what choice are you going to make?
Ooh, yeah, brother.
I will be a gladiator for sure.
Ooh, he's
The
going to fight to
warrior.
the death.
I have no interest in being a law-abiding citizen. I want to kill my fellow man and get showered in praise for
You're
it.
in for the blood sport.
Are you
finally.
talking about the show or
Both.
Huh.
I'm hoping there's a turn in the tide of our current political climate, and I'm allowed to resume my activities.
Can't beware the
yes.
Ides of March, man.
Ooh, yeah. No, but definitely all those amenities. I've always had a delusion of grandeur, as I've stated many times on this.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
So
Yeah.
I want to fight everyone and anyone.
Dude, that's cool. I'm digging it.
Yeah, every 2 months. So I'm basically chilling, training. Like
Yeah.
I got the sweet apartment,
That's true.
food and drink, PTO. So
Basically,
like I'm not feeling the training today, guys. I'm going to take off.
I
So
mean, you're
look
the
at the
chosen
scum
gladiator.
that's surrounding me on the streets.
The common scum.
I wouldn't be worried to walk around. I have all that training. Just pop
Yeah.
somebody.
True.
Man, it would be awesome to see you as a gladiator too, because
Ooh.
like
You might
I
even-
don't imagine many Romans were tall fucking people, and with Cale
Right.
being a 6'8" gladiator,
Oh, dude.
Oh,
But it would be
man.
amazing.
You'd be
That
the
was great.
spectacle.
Full tank
Yeah.
build.
Like,
Full tank build.
Yeah, he'd be the spectacle for sure.
I'm
you
in.
you would definitely be the emperor's chosen.
Yeah,
I think.
I would see
I'm
it.
in.
Yeah,
I'm in. I just feel like
That's cool.
this is, even though I'm putting my life on the line every 2 months,
2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it feels like being a commoner or a citizen of Rome at all. I'm putting my life on the line every day.
Yeah. And you get,
Yeah.
you're
In the norm.
compensated for it too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have a better life than most.
yeah. So
At this
instead of
point.
being backstabbed as a Roman citizen, you'll just be stabbed in the front by some other guy.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
another person I respect.
It's an honest way to die.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Violent death, the only way to access into the afterlife. I'm in.
How long do you think you'd make it if you were fighting to the death every 2 months,
I would
6
hope.
times a year?
I would hope I'd get a couple of years in there. I would hope.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would
like
hope.
literally like only 2.
I mean, the majority of us aren't living that long in this time period to begin with.
That's true.
Even more people getting backstabbed, killed,
Yeah.
and doing all that. I think 2 years would be a good stretch of my life. That'd be like 10 years now
Yeah, that's true.
of living it up in luxury.
Plus,
and
you get
blood.
more vacation then than you do now.
That's true. Damn it.
He'd be like an athlete star.
That's true.
Yeah.
LeBron's Jamius. Jordanius.
I like that it's possessive.
Yeah.
The LeBron's Jamies.
LeBron's Jamius. Ooh, very nice. That's the guy. This guy stabs everybody.
That's the guy.
Do you, how okay, so you're gonna fight for 2 years or so, but like, do you think that you'd have all of your appendages? Because like you're fighting other people with fucking swords and spears.
Yeah,
and
it's not like just hand to hand. We're just going at it. No, I'm sure I'm losing fingers. Maybe. Well, it depends on my armor set.
your nose.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we'll deep dive into that further. But
Yeah.
I think I'd be
Spoilers.
I'd be disfigured for sure. Probably.
Yeah.
You can battle wounds.
Some way. Yeah. Hopefully I'm heavily armored, but if not, I've got a lot of scars. But chicks dig scars, and so do I.
And
So-
I dig chicks who dig scars.
Damn.
Nice.
And I dig chicks that dig.
I'm sorry.
I was
drink
gonna
what?
I was gonna try to go but I forgot what I was gonna say. I was going to come back with a smart one. I like this and this and this and this.
Damn.
But then I just lost it.
That missed opportunity is staying in as we go to Xavier for his answer.
I'm joining Cale. I want to be a
God. Okay.
Yeah, bloodthirsty.
The Fighter Brothers.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that sounds cool. I want to be a chosen gladiator of
Hell
the
yeah.
emperor.
Yeah.
It's just a cool title.
Yeah.
Just your business card. You're handing out this little stone tablet.
It's like,
You
my
have to chisel each
credentials.
here's
one
my
though.
card.
Here's my credentials.
Yeah.
Let me pass.
I just run out. First fight die.
You're just way too overzealous to the
Yeah.
the bloodlust.
More blood for the blood throw.
Spear
You
to
just
the
die
eye.
immediately. I didn't know we started.
Yeah. No one told me the fight started.
There's no bell. There's no anything. What the hell's going on here?
No, yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. I think that'd be pretty dope.
All
I
right.
mean, I'm a big fan of gladiators. They're cool.
Yeah. Everybody loves gladiators,
yeah.
man.
It's true.
Love the movie too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, I'm crying just thinking about it.
Yeah.
I need to watch it.
That's
Yeah.
an emotionally impactful.
As he's
movie.
walking through the field of wheat, his hand outstretched, walking towards his family. Every
Yeah.
time.
No.
Then he just spears his own family.
Dead. Just kills him. Well, so same question for you. Do you think that you would live the 2 years, maybe more?
Maybe
more.
I realistically, it probably wouldn't live that long.
Yeah.
Constantly fighting and then losing probably limbs. I imagine. But I don't know. I wonder
Well,
what
you only have
happens.
4 limbs.
So how many?
Just glue like a sword to my stump.
I like that.
That
Wrap it
would
in
be
some
sick.
like boiling tar and just let
Yeah.
it solidify and just stab everybody.
Just like you lose your hand, like fuck,
Be like
sword
a
hand.
Yeah.
real life Baraka.
Dude, I was just going to say.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Damn, I love Baraka too.
Finish him.
Think
Yeah.
of something like put on like you lose your hand, get it like
A big
fixed
knife.
up, put like a gladius stuffed in it, or
Yeah,
something. Like something that goes over your arm, like a little
Yeah, a big gauntlet with something on it.
yeah, something on it, yeah,
Yeah,
Kinda
it was
cool.
like a golden gauntlet.
yeah,
There was
Oh,
stones in it.
And
Oh,
it's
embellished.
like a fist.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, oh, you can have your own like iron fist. Just
Yeah.
bam. That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, that's kind of like a proto power fist.
yeah,
I think.
yeah, just using under your own strength.
Yeah.
You just gotta
You're still getting hit with metal.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
you know,
Solid metal to the face.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be pretty strong fighting and training and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
so
Oh,
we're gonna
God,
be-
one would hope.
We're
Yeah.
going to be well fed and well trained. So
True,
we're going to
yeah.
be like top 0.1% of like probably body
Yeah.
So-
composition.
Who's winning in a fight then? You or Cale?
Ooh.
Oh, the two champions?
We can't fight together.
There can only be one champion
Oh.
Why can't we be co-champions?
because I'm giving the thumbs up or
Ah,
down. I'm
host
the
powers.
Caesar
He's
in this
Kaiser.
scenario.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm the Yahweh. True to Kaiser.
You are the Kaiser Permanente of Rome.
I do decide whether or not you are healthy. That's true.
Oh, damn. I don't want to fight Xavier. He
Oh,
seems
that sucks,
crafty.
bro.
He seems crafty.
Well,
I have a bell gauntlet.
you got an in, Xavier. He doesn't want to fight, and you know what to do.
We have to fight.
well, then I'm going to kill him immediately. When I Warhammer, I have a giant spear. Just blah.
Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul.
Yeah. You guys figure out which is which.
I don't want to be either CTE or Jackass. I don't know. Either way,
Either way.
I'll handle it if I have to.
We'll die as champions.
Okay.
What if we just kill each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the only honorable way to do it.
That's true.
The Emperor has to choose a new champion then.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
always has to be a champion.
That'll be Doug.
He'll find
Dougus.
You know, thinking about they went out the way that you
Douglas.
do for wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah, don't you lose your championship belt, right?
Yeah.
And that's your
Lose your
exit from the
title.
career.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, now you just lose
Pack
your
bags.
championship and your life.
Damn.
Yeah,
Our
because it's to
championship
the
life.
death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
There's no half measures.
It's
Unfortunately.
just part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Life is just a game.
It's the rules.
Mhm.
It sucks. This game sucks. Anyway, Corey,
Corey, what
do
about
you
you?
have an answer for this one?
Yeah, as I alluded to, I'm going to accept the favor from Caesar
Ooh.
Lucius Septimius Severus.
Nice,
And
dude.
I will become an official Roman citizen.
That comes with a lot of perks, as you read earlier.
Yeah, I gain the ability to vote. I get a little parcel of land, a little
Nice.
house. Hey, who doesn't want that? That's more than I have now.
That's true.
I'd get to have and raise a family.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I get slaves.
Yeah.
Everybody in Rome was a slave.
You get bonuses.
Yeah,
That's true.
exactly.
Everybody, one big slave train.
Yeah, it's the only time you can say I own slaves and don't feel bad about it because like everybody's doing it. You know,
Everybody was a
it's
slave,
fine.
huh?
No, I don't own slaves.
I
That's
don't
not
know.
good. I don't know
Yeah,
if that's
it's
what I
probably
want.
not a good thing.
Yeah, you
I
got
don't
sounded
know.
like a
I don't know if I
couple of
want
yes
to be
men
on
right
that
there.
pedestal. you
But
know?
I mean, it was okay at the time.
Yeah, it was
okay
for the time. It was for the time. You know?
period, you know?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's okay.
A couple of yes men
It's
right here. I don't know.
normal, all right? It's not-
Yeah. Hey, you know what? To be fair though, I'm not a slave, but you guys are in this
That's
scenario.
true. Yeah. We're slaves to the emperor.
Yeah,
Slave to the throne. Yes.
that's perfect.
Hail Rome.
Yeah, but like, because like you get, I don't know if you gain citizenship in your life, whether or not you can join the Senate, but I think my children would be able to
Ooh.
rise through power.
Ah.
Because I know like they with the slaves of Rome, you were able to become a citizen by either living out your contract or paying it out or doing what have you.
What
It
you
wasn't
needed
like the
to do.
chattel slavery like we had with, you know, the Spanish and America and all that.
Right.
That kind of, yeah.
All the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
terribleness
Yeah.
that plagues this world.
I'm not saying it was good to be a slave,
No.
but
Right.
it was different.
It's
than
different.
the slavery.
A
that
different
we had.
connotation to it. For sure.
Yeah. Because you have like, it was different in that time period.
Yeah, but so was a lot of things. Like Romans were really fucked in the head when it came to just everything.
But their
Just-
architecture, bro, their infrastructure.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah.
columns are beautiful.
Ooh.
Yeah, Trajan's column. I'd love to see it.
Oh,
Would.
dude.
That would be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
See those things in person.
That would be kind of cool to travel there.
yeah. But I think like going off of our story, if we were a slave all of our life and we fought in a battle to the death, I would probably not go in to redo that and just stay in my same position and be like, no, this is it.
Nah.
I
Yeah.
peaked.
Yeah.
No,
But
I
choose
would want to vote and
Yeah.
say, you know what? I don't want this to happen to the next guy.
Then they send us to stab you. Would you vote on that, buddy? And it's like, yeah, I voted this. Oh, bad choice.
Oh,
You
cool,
chose
cool.
poorly.
Hey, why don't you go
Then we
over to
just
this
come
guy's house?
Hey, why don't you
Come
turn
over
around
for
real
dinner.
quick? What's that over there?
Is
Look at the flowers.
is that a gold coin on the floor? Just
Oh, dude, you dropped something.
I'll pick that up.
your head?
Yeah.
Yep. Just chop it right off.
No, but that's a cool choice, Corey, because you know you want to become part of the society, become a citizen, have a life,
Right,
not
to have a family.
stuck in the
Yeah,
fighting. and
I'd want
armor and
autonomy,
just-
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to be able to make my own decisions in
Absolutely.
life and where I get stabbed, not when.
Yeah. Let me choose that. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, my
Sure.
body. Come on.
My body, my stabbing. Okay,
There it is. I'm a fan.
I do not consent to being stabbed. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Put
Stop
that
this.
down. Put that down. I'm no longer a slave.
Praetorian, Praetorian.
No. Got him.
Oh, that's dope.
Thanks,
Right
man.
on.
How
Well,
about being able to own a parcel of land would be a big deal back then.
Yeah.
yeah, I think so too. Because like you guys get like this sweet summer home, is what I would assume it would be because it's not really your home.
I mean, I'm kind of
Um,
picturing that too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's like, you know, where you move into fully furnished apartments
Yeah.
already. Like that's your guys' setup. Me,
That's fair.
I get to work for my shit. And I get to
Damn.
spend all of my money and all of my life buying the things I want.
Yeah. The working man.
Yeah.
This is the blue collar.
I also imagine, though, I probably won't live more than a couple years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if I'm like lucky to live like the 2 lives of like this, if we're able to have all these perks, that's like 10 years
Yeah,
in retrospect. So
that's true.
more
Yeah,
bang,
we kinda
more
have
bang for your
everything-
buck.
Yeah, we kind of have everything given to us.
But at
You'll
what
have-
cost?
Our lives.
Yeah, you just die immediately and then it's over. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it was
like
fun
that.
playing the game.
What's up, guys? You've run out of quarters. It's over,
Yeah.
boys. All right.
All right, see you later, Kaiser.
No problem. Love the dressing. Die.
Thanks for the dressing.
Yeah.
You know what else we're thankful for? This ad.
Oh.
Have you been injured in a tournament? Did your government issue Gladius break in a fight to the death with one of several unlicensed creatures? You had your coin purse stolen while waiting in line for vials of gladiator blood? Don't despair. I'm Cale, the Hammer Hamarius of Hammer and Chisel Law, and I'll fight tooth and nail for you. We'll get you all the finest weapons you deserve. All the requested sick days off guaranteed. And we'll recover all the money you lost during your drunken bets. You can't be held accountable for that. That's against the law. So call out for me. Find me. And if all else fails, go to patreon.com/TallTaleNetwork and pray that I'll answer to you.
Welcome back from that ad. I hope you enjoyed it because we made it.
Yeah, we did.
good.
These are all in-house.
It was a good ad.
Yeah.
All right, I'll say it right now.
I
It's
think it was a good ad.
I think
You
so.
did like that ad.
Yeah, I did.
Congratulate yourselves, guys. Excellent work.
Throwing a hand clapping sound here.
Yeah.
Well, instead of talking about how great that ad was, we might as well continue on with the show.
Oh,
Damn it.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I like talking about the ad.
Let's talk about the ad.
I really like the depth of character.
All right. I got bored. We got the next segment for you.
Oh, okay.
We're going to go with your guys' answer for this section.
It's only right.
Yeah, I know. I made it that way for you.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've all chosen to be a gladiator. Ooh. Although I don't know how much choice you truly had in the matter.
No. You're going to do it because you're going to do it.
Yeah, did. Our dad died.
So there were several different gladiator classes. And I wanted to know, as the Emperor's champion, what your class would be and what do you guys think your name would be? So I'm going to describe there. Like I said, there's a few different classes, but I'm going to describe 3 of them to pick from.
Rock on.
So we have the Mormillo, a heavily armored gladiator that uses a large oblong shield and a gladius, which is kind of like a mix between a dagger and a short sword.
Yeah.
Their most distinctive trait is a full covered helmet decorated with a fish-shaped crest.
Oh.
So you at least get, little bit of tools. You get some armor.
You're heavily
You get
armored.
a helm. That's pretty sweet. It's probably worn by the last guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Still blood stains on it.
Oh, yeah. That's what makes it authentico.
It's gladiator blood.
So the next class that you can choose from is the Retiarius, a gladiator wielding a large hooked line net and a trident. They wore lighter armor, had no shield, and fought by attempting to trap their opponents underneath their net and then stabbing at them with their 3-pronged spear.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
It's pretty great.
It's brutal.
That's clever.
Yeah. Nothing better than a little net.
Yeah.
That kitchen. Chicken of the sea.
Got him. Chicken of the sea.
Chicken of the sea.
We got him.
And for the last class, we have the Hoplomachus. Were gladiators who carried a javelin, a short sword, a buckler, and they had a feathered helm.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like a well-rounded gear.
Yeah,
Seems-
kind of.
Yeah, you have options on this one.
Yeah, you get a little shield.
Javelin, short sword, buckler.
What's a
like
buckler?
a buckler is like a shield like the size of like a 12 to 14 inch pizza.
Yeah, just
Okay.
something small around
something on your
yeah.
arm. Just
Yeah.
blocks
No,
stuff?
you
You
hold it in your hand.
okay.
So it's like a you
Yeah,
parry
deflect
attacks with it.
some
yeah.
stuff. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Hope that you block it.
Pretty much.
That's a small.
Yeah, it's a small
Only a
shield,
foot
but it's,
wide.
it's designed like really to knock things away, knock away
Right.
block attacks.
Okay.
And
But it's
stuff
also because of you hold it from, so like picture a circle, and in the middle of that circle
Like a
is a
dome.
divot, like a dome that
like
goes
it
out.
pops out.
And there's a bar that you grasp onto.
Right.
So you can also use
So
this
it's
not
like
just as a
bludgeoning.
defensive weapon,
A
but
punch
as
weapon.
like somebody to like, you could
Just
stab
punch
people
them in the
effectively.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some had like spikes on them and stuff. For
Yeah.
poking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can
Bust
use
you.
it as an offensive thing, just
Right.
to push or punch with
All
it.
right. I like it.
Yeah. So we got a heavily armored class, we got a trickster class, and then we got the all around class.
Yeah.
What do you guys think you're going to go for? Xavier, let's go with you this time.
I'm gonna go. Just I have a feeling Cale would go this way too. I'm gonna go with the heavily armored gladiator.
yeah, there it
Heavy
is.
armor, big ass shield. I like that because the whole thing with the gladius and the shield, they use that shields up and then stab, shields up, stab. Like you can have your shield and then poke people.
Yeah, it is a little bit more defense than the
Yeah.
Hoplomachus.
Right.
Yeah, a little more defense. You have heavier armor. I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Heavy armor,
Right.
big shield, little sword, funny.
That is funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a way
yeah.
bigger shield than the sword. Yes.
They'd make some cool figurines out of you too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, a little fun fact that we learned about while creating this episode and learning about Rome was outside the Colosseum, the amphitheater, all these game venues were stands just like today where they sell tchotchkes.
Yeah.
They sell figurines of the favorite gladiators. They actually sold vials of blood and sweat from gladiators
Amazing.
as like an
Yeah.
aphrodisiac or a scent or something.
That's
Putting
that's
sweat
pretty cool.
on yourself
Yeah.
to attract other people. Nice.
Or like you drink their blood.
The
you
blood
gain
is
some
pretty
strength.
sick. The blood is pretty sick.
It's pretty-
Actually,
it's
I like
pretty
it
cool.
because
Yeah.
people do that now with your significant other. I see people wear the vials of blood.
Yeah, I've seen
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a not, I wouldn't say super common thing, but that's a thing now. So I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
it's a
why not?
keepsake. Sure, sure.
We're not doing it. Yeah, just be like having a vial of blood of your favorite gladiator or the most infamous one. That'd be kind of cool to be able to
Yeah.
pass down.
Right?
It's kind of
right.
like, it's like a stardom type thing. 'Cause
Yeah,
these are like
for sure.
athletes or
Exactly.
people come to see and watch.
You
fight.
are a spectacle. People
Yeah.
come to witness you
Yeah.
kill other people.
And
It's
while
crazy.
you're fighting, like as the Emperor's champion, like we said, you already more or less have gained a sort of infamy
right.
in this. And like
Right.
now you're having figurines made of you. People come just to watch you fight. Like that's champion status.
Yeah, that's
you know?
cool.
right.
It's pretty cool.
So what's your gladiator name?
Frenchie, the gladiator.
Xavier.
Just the lone French Roman.
The one French Roman gladiator.
We call them Gauls.
Gauls.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't know. What should be my name? I have no idea.
That was your homework, buddy.
Oh, shoot.
Your homework, brother man. I think that should be his name. Imagine, we have you finding each other dolphin noises. Entering the stadium.
I have the fish-shaped crest. So
Oh,
the
see, man, he pivoted out of
Damn.
that so nicely.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Dolphin Man.
Xavier's Dolphinium.
Dolphinium. That's pretty sick, actually.
Dolphinium Maximus.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just call him the Dolphin.
Yeah.
It's
AKA
easier.
The dolphin.
Just say it like that.
That's how the
Dolphin.
end is.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Okay.
Xavius, Dolphinius, Maximilius. That's perfect.
Okay.
Preposterous.
Preposterous.
What-
Aurelian.
Oh, just keep it going.
I just want like a
That
a
one that's like
scroll of
47 names.
Yeah.
Exactly. God help you if you get one of my names wrong. I'm coming for you. It's
Yeah.
seen as the most upright disrespect.
The disrespect.
You sure what that guy called you? He got your 10th name wrong, bro.
Oh, mother.
Get that mother. Get him.
That's crazy too, because like the addition of names was just out of hand.
Oh yeah, it must have been like a trolling level thing at some point for you to have like past like the third name. They're like, this is just annoying, and I wonder how important that was to have that announced or written every single time to you. I mean, it's a title.
Yeah.
So okay. But can you bestow those on yourself? Like, are you just like, this is what I want to be called? Or is it like you are given these names due to status or due to these things? Like, can you just be like, I want 10 names?
No, I think it's due to status.
Right.
And like, and also probably, I mean, maybe not, sometimes like names when you gain a name or something like that, it's like that individual is still living. So they're living on and
you're like
carrying that name on and on. So like,
that's interesting.
Then
they
die, but now you've taken on and added their name onto you. So now that person's still living through you. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I didn't particularly hear this or notice that this was a thing, but it would be cool if you were like one of the chosen gladiators to have the name of the person that you've defeated, especially if they're an equal, take their name on in that kind of retrospective, like keep living.
Because six names a year.
Yeah, 6 names a year. So you just end up, you survive for 2 years. Like we said, we have like 18 names. Jesus. We already have 6, and then we just do 6 more each year.
That's 12.
No, but we already have 6 to get where we're at.
Oh,
right. Come on.
My bad.
Come on.
When I was doing a little reading about some of the emperors, like they take on names of the previous one.
Yeah,
they succeed, they take that, it's added on to them.
I'm not so sure I want that, especially if they just stab the other guy.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want to remind you of that. I'll be like, no, your name got shorter.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Yeah, there isn't really many emperors who had a graceful old death.
Yeah,
died of a heart attack in their 60s or whatever.
It's not good.
But Cale, we got to hear from you, brother.
Yeah. Oh,
what are you going to be? Are you going to be a Mermillo?
I for sure am. But I'll tell you the reason why I didn't choose the Rotarius. It just seems like, even though we want the bloodshed, we want the recognition, it just seems like a particularly like gruesome way to kill someone. Somebody already ensnared on the floor, and you're just stabbing at them with a trident.
Yeah.
And knowing me, I would trip myself in the net, or I would get my trident stuck in the net, and I would not be able to get out of it.
You go to deploy the net, just grabs you,
just like whips my own Achilles off, and just the guy just standing there like, "Can I get him?
Yeah.
Should
we keep going?"
He hurt himself.
He's already. Yeah. Oh, he fell on his trident. He died.
Oh, he's dead. Exactly. I would get my stuff stolen, like my stuff stuck in the net for sure. There's no way. I'm trying to stab you and just like getting more and more frustrated.
Instantly trip on like a pebble in the
just
ground.
instantly died. Saw the hooks in myself.
Yeah.
But no, I'm
stupid loadout.
Also going Mermilio.
Getting mad at it.
Yeah, just mad. Stupid net. Who made this net? No, but Mermilio for sure. Like something about like being that like tank level, fully armored, and plus I want to be like up close and personal.
Oh, yeah,
I want as much armor as possible because I'm bashing people with that shield. I can't wait to get that
true.
shield.
Like you got to get close.
Yeah, you got to get like for us, Gladius, the short sword. I mean, we got to be right up in there.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine. I'm thinking about it, how hot it would be in the armor, and then just how exhausting it would be to be in heavy armor. And you're going against somebody in similar armor.
Yeah,
like if we were to fight each other, you're just like, it's like a war of attrition at that point of just like slamming into each other, trying to stab through armor, like the heat of having the helmet on, just everything. It just sounds exceptionally. I mean, that's what it is, but it just sounds exceptionally brutal.
For sure.
That'd be whichever one has fatigue more.
Yeah,
hoping that your body's built up enough. But
like you're saying, you have heavy stuff. Like outside of that Gladius, everything else you have on is really heavy.
Yeah, that shield is going to weigh a considerable amount, and you're swinging that thing or deflecting or trying to smash into each other with it. It's going to be extraordinarily tiring.
Yeah, pick up a 15-pound dumbbell and wave it around for 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and tell me how tired your arm is.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
so
and then throw in like you're fighting fucking tigers or other people.
Yeah, just trying to do
while
that
wearing
and like seeing
50
through
to 100 pounds of stuff.
Seeing through a
just
full
crap.
helm would also like restrict your vision enough, but like also you want to have that protection.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want to have no armor like Hapa Lamaka. The hippopotamus.
Hoplomachus.
Oh yeah. But I definitely want a shield. It would be better for my psyche, but also like just you got to get right up in there. And I'd rather have that than spears and stuff, I guess. So I'm choosing that. Xavier knows me too well. So I have to kill him.
What's your name?
I'm going Hamarius.
Hammers.
Hamarius.
Is that your full name? You're just going by Hammarius?
I think I'll just stand out. It's like Cher. I just want one name.
Okay.
Hamarius.
Okay.
Oh, you just didn't kill anybody? No, I've killed like 40 people, but I just like my name.
every letter is the first letter of the person I killed last.
See? Perfect. Hilarious. Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, I had to
lucky with
find these people.
Yeah, I chose my wisely.
name. You're like, hey, what's that guy's name? Okay,
No. I can fight you. I'll fight you after I fight him. Yeah. I need him first. That would also be scary. If I'm like in the pit. No, if I'm in the pit and I'm just like, I want to kill you next because I'm spelling something.
Yeah.
So I need to fight this other dude first.
I'm spelling something.
I'm spelling something out. No. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Intellectual.
Oh, let me go first. I'm doing something. Xavier, let me take your fight. I got this guy. I got it.
He's actually a very smart gladiator.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very calculated.
Yeah.
Very calculated.
Yeah.
Why is he always choosing his opponents? This seems strange. I'm doing something.
He's a warrior poet.
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Yeah,
but hilarious for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Got to throw probably Caesar in there. Just
I don't think you can throw in the name Caesar because it's a title.
Oh, because it's a title.
Yeah,
I want it. I'll fight him.
You'd have to be
challenge him 1-1.
You would have to kill the people in order
to
spell
get
out
Caesar. Damn it. So Caleus and then Asinius. Eden.
Nobody's
gonna know. That's for me, listeners.
Yeah, that one is just for Cale.
It literally is just for me.
True.
Anyway, Corey, what are you choosing out of these three options? I feel like you're going to do something different. I don't know.
I am going to do something different. I'm going to do the
machine gun.
Yeah, I brought the Tech 9.
Yeah. Oh, that'll do it. Just blast somebody.
You like hit him once, miss everything.
Just miss the whole clip. That's the only thing you got. You just got to chuck the gun at him.
Exactly.
Hope that you just break somebody's face.
I brought a Glock with a button on it. Yeah. It shoots 45, so my hands just pop straight up.
The recoil
I just hitting everyone in the crowd.
Everyone's catching straight.
I shot Caesar.
Yep. You just got him in the neck.
I'm the new Kaiser now.
And to Corey, I couldn't control it.
Yeah.
Bro, the recoil on this thing is bad.
I don't know who thought a fully automatic handgun was a smart idea.
Yeah.
Damn it. Now it's empty.
I got nothing.
I'll never
Toss me your
reload.
spear. We're just like, nah, this is live, buddy.
Just like these rounds of ammo.
Ooh, live.
All right. I would be the Retiarius.
Oh, no.
I will hold the net
Dude.
and the trident.
Damn Poseidon
man.
of the land.
I like the trident gives you range.
True.
Yes.
Yeah,
And whereas you guys are talking like real close up, like I don't want that. I need to poke you and know that you can't reach me.
Well, that's the great thing about that class is like that you have that range with that trident, but also your defense weapon is the net.
Yeah, exactly.
So they don't want to get close to you because if they get close, one, you're going to get stabbed by the trident, and then two, you're going to get snared by the fucking net.
Yeah.
You get
Plus
shitty
the
nips.
hooks in it, dude. Like,
Yeah, the
imagine
hooks
getting
will
a hook
grab
through
into
your
you.
calf or your back or your shoulder.
So one, that'll be debilitating because
Yeah.
if you get a hook latched into something, then you're like, crap, now I'm wrapped up in the net, and then here comes the trident.
And you can effectively use the net as a whip. Your cat and nine tails, where you're whipping somebody and then pulling it out as like the hooks dig in.
You could pull the net back.
Yeah. I just slap somebody in the face with it.
You just rip flesh out of that.
Yeah.
Also, if they're trying to get you, like, say, you're fighting somebody with a spear, also get that thing tangled up in the net, just whip it away from them.
Yeah.
You get your weapon. Our Gladius gets stuck in there or something, swinging wild.
Yeah. Get a hook in the hand or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Depending on your shield, too. It could hook into wood. It can hook around like any engraving or anything like that. So I could pull off your shield.
Just doing a tug of war.
Yep.
Mm.
Plus, I have a little bit of armor. I think they wear like chainmail or something like that.
Chainmail, and you wear like a
shoulder pad,
shoulder
right?
thing. Yeah, that goes over one arm.
It's like, it's like a single pauldron.
Yeah,
probably for your defensive arm to protect.
Yeah,
probably using that with the net hand side.
Yeah,
shield yourself a little bit.
That'd be cool. I like that.
Thank you, man. I have a chosen name too.
There we go.
Oh yeah, what's the name?
My name would be Coricus Josephus Andresius Hernandez.
Dude, that's pretty badass.
Hernandez at the very end. Very nice little
Hernandez.
Spice it up there.
No, I just did a quick look at the Tarius and what you guys are talking about, the armor and stuff they're wearing. Yeah, straight up, it's just a plate of armor, all like leather on one arm. Usually the arm that's holding the net.
Okay.
For defense.
Defense.
Or their spear. Looks pretty cool. They straight up stabbed the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, dude. Now we got figurines.
Trident. Just being skewered alive.
And so here's another cool fact that I love is that gladiators, when they would fight other gladiators, but the match would always be evened out.
Right.
It would be decided
an even match.
They don't want
Yeah,
somebody
exactly.
to be OP.
Exactly. They wouldn't want somebody like Cale fighting somebody like Xavier. It would just be two different in
Completely
size
different.
discrepancy.
Right. You'd be at similar ability, similar size, right?
Yeah.
Just so it's more of a fair fight.
That makes me curious. Like if we were to do this, how many people would I be fighting? Would I have to like handicaps? Would I be fighting 2 people? Because if there's nobody like size wise
That's
for
us.
me, hell yeah,
That's Cale and I.
That's badass.
We'll post this online.
Yeah.
Post it
Yeah.
online, visual aids. But just in terms of like you said, height or size or strength or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if I matched up with that, or if I have to fight 2 people at the same time or something.
Yeah.
I'm curious how that would work. Like
There-
how
I
many
think-
options there would be.
You would probably be fighting like the creatures.
Oh,
That's
I don't
right.
want to hurt the animals.
Ooh.
Damn it.
That's
My
cool.
one weakness. Oh, dude, the trident looks scary as hell. Hell no. I don't want to fight the animals.
Well, you don't really have a choice.
Oh, I just kill myself.
Okay. Well, I guess that is your choice.
Throw myself off the building. I've had enough.
So what do you guys think is like the motivation to keep fighting as a gladiator? Is it everything we said, the fame, the fortune, being like more or less the chosen one, the sacrificial lamb, the martyr?
I feel like all of those play a part, but I feel like once you are a known entity, right? Let's say that we all win our separate bouts, blah, blah, blah. You're known. They're selling your vials. They're doing all this other stuff. You can't just be like, I think I'm going to retire.
Well,
That's not
but some of them did retire.
Oh,
Yeah, you could retire from being a gladiator.
Hmm.
As far as I understand, it was like kind of like the same. Like you were a slave, more or less. Most gladiators were slaves,
Of course.
but they had a contract. And after they won a certain amount or gained a certain amount of like fame or fortune or whatever, they could buy out their contract and just be
gotta
people
pay.
again.
I got to pay.
Yeah.
I'm not spending a dime.
But this, I mean, the contract we've said to set this up is you guys are like hooked for life.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. We're the champions that will fight forever.
The chosen
until we
ones.
die.
Oh yeah, until we die, which is
So we've picked a life of just sport.
it's going to be
Yeah.
violence.
It's a
we're going to
life.
die in a violent way. That's the only way it's going to be. And I mean, we
Basically,
would just be
warriors.
conditioned for it
Yeah, we're conditioned for that. Is
for however long it
our
is.
joy.
Damn.
This is our lives. This
The
is what's
fight.
going to happen, and then it just ends one day.
Right.
That's it.
I mean, that's kind of, everything, right? It just kind of ends one day.
That's true.
Yeah,
Just in
nothing
a
lasts forever.
particularly violent way. I'm
Exactly.
hoping that Corey becomes a free person and just dies in his sleep or farming or something, or
Yeah,
fall
dies
down
in
a
a
well.
peaceful
Or
way.
something.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
But
I hope I die too.
We're
The
not.
peaceful way. we're all
We're not gonna. You and I do not get a peaceful way out. I get like a sledgehammer to the head, or I'm stuck in a net, like screaming to death until I
Just
die.
being stabbed by 3 dudes with tridents.
Yeah, just be like, I think I'm dead. And I'll be like, finally, the sweet release, and I'm out of here.
That's
Yeah,
maybe
man.
maybe that's where demons came from. Like
Oh.
you just covered in like the blood of your enemy with like a trident, stabbing and laughing.
No, this doesn't
Yeah,
sound particularly.
Well, I want you all to think about that while we go to this ad.
As you know, I'm X the chap. As you know, X the Chisel Chapman, and I'm here outside the Coliseum. I'm here outside the Seum. The Seum. You know. I'm out here outside the Coliseum. I hope you were able to get your tickets to this week's event, because if not, you're missing out on a whole thing. Now, I'm gonna be honest here, it's not the most comfortable to sit down in. To be sure, you need 100%, you need to grab your 100% River Reed cushions for your cushions. And if you're in one of our if you're in one of our Oh, and if you're one of the lucky ones who gets down in, and if you're And if you're one of the lucky ones who gets to sit in the wet zone, be sure to grab your one-of-a-kind Emperor-approved Splash Zone gut guard. If you brought the family with you, don't forget to stop by the Gladiator shop. Get some blood and sweat and I messed that one up. If you brought the family with you, don't forget to stop by our Gladiator Blood and Sweat Emporium to pick up a little bit of our little bits for the little ones. While watching the festivities go down, be sure to go down and buy a date. Our dates are honey-covered and nut-glazed. You're going to want them in you, okay? Even Caesar himself can't keep you away.
Seize him!
Hey, come on now, fellas. There's a new Toga. Hammer! Hammer!
Welcome back from that ad. I hope you enjoyed it because we certainly did.
Oh, yeah.
I like that we just keep saying the same.
We love
it.
it.
It's just the
We
same
love what we
intro.
do.
Yeah.
We hope you
We
love
try
it
and
too,
change it up.
guys.
But
we
we're
just
just on the spot. It's harder than you think.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, brother.
Yeah.
Well, as you know, we got more questions.
Oh, man.
Just lay it on me.
I'm ready.
Oh, give me that question.
So do you guys think if you were fighting for your freedom in the Colosseum, that you would be able to trust the Emperor and that he would grant you your freedom at the end of this fighting gauntlet?
It depends for me.
Yeah.
I think if I show a lot of flair, if I'm like winning.
Woo!
Oh, yeah, Ric Flair.
Oh. Woo! Woo!
Get in on this.
Come on,
It's
nature
Xavier.
Xavier.
Woo!
The nature boy.
No. I feel like if I am just handling people easily,
Mhm.
they're gonna be like, "Why do you want out, man? You just
Dude,
handle
you're a
business so
star.
easily. You're meant for this.
You're a
Come on.
star. Yeah.
You're meant for this." So, I mean, I don't want to win too easily, but I want to make it hard. I don't know. I think if you're like showing an innate like instinct for it, it would probably be harder to leave because I feel like you would get pressured into wanting to stay.
Yeah, you think they
To
want to keep
stay.
you around?
Yeah, like the Emperor would be not the Emperor. I mean, they're not going to ask you if they like find you particularly like fun to watch or, oh, I've never seen somebody with a fighting style or this or that. You're going to do it. You don't get to like say no. I'm
Right.
good.
Right.
But so I guess it depends on that. But I would hope that they would honor their word because you go through hell to do all that, and they're like, "Nah, I think I keep you around."
Yeah, you never
They would
know.
have the power to do that. So,
And what are you going to do? Stab him in the back?
ooh, me and 20 other guys. We were talking in the back. Don't worry about it.
The other gladiators and
Yeah.
I have been talking.
Uprising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the one gladiator that rose up? Was it Spartacus?
Spartacus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Spartacus.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
You know I'd like that choice.
You do. I'd like that choice.
That's the
What a
one
great
good
name,
choice.
too.
Yeah.
Spartacus is a sick name too. All
Yeah.
the names are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roman names were pretty fucking great.
They were.
Just
I do
has
like
like
them.
a layer of awesomeness. Like
There's something that
baked
they had
into
to
it.
add on to it all. Like there's I'll find it. It was a title.
Oh.
I wish I had it still up.
The slide, buddy. No, but I think you would be putting all your faith into that. I feel like after a day of fighting everybody, you would just be pleading basically like, let me be free after this like horrific. You're not from a life of violence. So going through something traumatic like this, I would hope that you would be able to trust that they'd be like, here you go. Here's the keys to your freedom. Because the shell shock would probably be insane. I can't imagine like just like right now, let's say, hey, let's go. You have 2 days and then prepare to fight to the death, kill 4 people or however many.
Right.
Like the physical and mental toll of that alone would be.
Oh yeah.
And there's
you
like,
have
congrats.
to take a life for the first
And
time
you're
and then
good.
do it several times in,
Yeah,
in the same day.
Very messed up.
And you have to do it manually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty horrific.
The amount of adrenaline, the amount of the physical toll on your body too.
Yeah.
Oh god, dude, it's upsetting to think about.
It would be pretty scary.
Yeah, well, how
Like,
would you
to be-
function?
Because you're right. I didn't really think about the power dynamics of like what you're really signing up for and agreeing to fight to the death and hopes that you get some favor.
Yeah.
From-
So I mean that goes into like making these choices the way we've written this, and I'm sure the way that life was.
Yeah.
You're willing to, I don't know, your treatment on the day-to-day level or what, but you're willing to go say, hey, I've never killed anybody or committed violence, but let me go do it for a whole day to try to just get away from where I'm at.
Better than being a slave.
I guess.
Yeah.
It has to be for you to undertake something like that.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd be able to trust the emperor.
No,
at
he's
all.
the one that's putting on the
Especially
spectacle.
because as we know, like most emperors are insane. They're insane people.
Yeah, they come to
They're
power.
incestuous, insane people.
They
Yeah,
come to
there's
power
some bad stuff.
through murder,
Yeah.
or they come way young, or they come through murder, like manipulation of everything, or trying to, ascend the throne
Yeah.
on false pretenses and all this stuff. It's not a highly respected thing. I would imagine it would be something to fear more than anything.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you always kind of feel like you'd have to look out, like watch your back, like because you have aides and stuff that might want to take over. Or,
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Betray
So
you.
the whole
the level of paranoia.
everybody in the Senate was stabbing each other.
Yeah.
And poisoning each other.
They should do that now. Fuck them.
Yeah, they should.
Kill your no. Everybody just gets a dagger. Everybody be awful nice after that.
Yeah, dude. Everybody in
Do you
the
want
House
to
and the
me? And it
Senate.
just has their sword on the desk. Bitch.
We're like, oh,
Let's talk about this civilly. No, let's not. But yeah, and they're
Hard to talk without a tongue.
ooh, yeah.
gladiuses were drawn.
But speaking about that, like not about that, but in terms of like you were saying, the level of paranoia that is described by every single person because of the amount of killings and backstabbings and people trying to power grab, their minds are warped in a way that we can't understand. So putting your trust in somebody that's like actively thinks everyone's going to kill them, I don't know how I would feel about that.
And that perfectly sets up our next section.
Ooh.
We're going to segue into we looked up some of our, well, not our favorites, some famous Caesars
Yeah.
from some famous rulers.
Crazy lives. Just off the top. Just everybody has an insane just
There's a lot
What
of
the
similarities. It's really scary. I really couldn't imagine being a ruler of Rome. It would suck.
It's literally just a revolving door of you like building up and taking power from somebody and then everybody else wanting that power from you one way or another.
So the one I'm going to describe is Nero.
Boo,
boo,
hiss.
boo, Nero. Boo. Why are we booing Nero?
Why not?
Boo.
They all suck. Boo.
Yeah, that's true. We'll boo them all.
No, Nero. Yeah, that's cool. What'd you think about him?
Nero was he reigned from 54 AD or CE to 68 CE or AD, whichever you prefer. So he had a not a very long rule. He had a 14-year reign as Caesar. Is that right? I did the math on that.
No, that's not that long. I thought it was one of the longer ones, but no.
No.
Nero had a short reign.
Nero died at 30.
Oh, so yeah.
That's also too crazy. I mean, well, you'll get into that.
Yeah. So
The story alone.
Nero had a pretty crazy backstory. His he was related to Caligula. I think Caligula was either his dad or associated with him like a father figure.
By far my favorite name.
Caligula?
Yeah, that is a sick name.
We're not going to discuss him on this show, but he is an interesting piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just an utterly terrible man.
Oh yeah, just
they all are.
like bloodthirsty, just disgusting example of ultimate power.
So that's where Nero comes from.
Perfect.
And his mom, Agrippina, I don't know how to say it properly, but
Sounded good to me. Sounded good to me.
Yeah.
We're going with it.
Roll with it.
So his mom basically married 2 different Caesars in a vie for power.
Mm.
And each time she did, the Caesar would die in a quote unquote like mysterious or weird way. Her second husband I forget the Caesar's name, but he was poisoned by Agrippina.
Oh, yes.
As they think happened. The evidence suggests that she poisoned him and got her son in to be Caesar because that person that she married adopted him.
Right.
And he was like, I'm really proud of my son Nero that I adopted. And he put Nero's face on the coins.
Yes.
And distributed it. So
The
like
tokens,
everybody
yeah.
knew that Nero was going to be the next Caesar.
Right.
But during his childhood, because of the murders that his mom did, because of the murders that happened to his first dad and then his second dad, and all of the family members around him, he was raised in exile on basically like a pleasure island.
Ooh, doesn't sound so bad.
No, he had a great, he didn't have a great childhood, but he had better than most.
being a slave and being in the street. Pleasure Island versus the gutter.
Yeah.
I'll take the island. Island boy. No, not the Island Boys.
No. So in any case, he didn't really have like formal training as far as like what to do militarily or for the Senate rule.
Right.
And when he got into power, a lot of his time went into taking money from the upper class, the Senate and the richer citizens, taking that tax and then using it to build amphitheaters and different sporting arenas. So Nero is propagated as like kind of the not a hero, but like one of the better Caesars for the lower class citizens because he gave them things to do.
Oh, yeah.
He had sympathy on slaves. He actually acted in plays. He rode chariots, and that's was dope. The cause for his death is because those things were seen as so far beneath Caesar.
Yeah,
you can't even participate in a horse race. You
Second
can't
class.
act.
And you're a whole different, you're in a whole different field.
Yeah, the upper stratosphere
upper
is just
class.
like
So
we don't do these.
You
things.
can't mingle with
the commoners.
Yeah.
Get them out of here.
And then there was a fire, it's the Great Fire of Rome that burned down a huge portion of the city.
It's like, oops.
And then he famously blamed it on, it says he blamed it on the Christians, but what I've seen is he blamed it on the Abrahamic religions. So the Jews and the Christians.
Yeah.
Everybody. Both of them together.
Both of them. They did this.
They all did this.
They did this to us.
But in any case, during the fire, there was also like really heavy inflation that started happening because of how his father ruled. So his legacy was written by the people who basically forced him to kill himself.
Right.
And then they rewrote his legacy a lot and tarnished it. Again, not a good person, not standing up for the dude because he did backstabbing. He did all this pleasure shit, kind of like Caligula. Like it was
sick, like warp shit.
Yeah. But he died by suicide by stabbing himself in the throat with a sword.
Cool.
So he wouldn't be murdered by his own Senate.
I'll do it my damn self.
There's a different account on Wikipedia. There's no real link that I saw. So grain of salt with this one.
Grain of salt with everything because, like you said, they rewrite their own history. Like all of these things may have happened.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
As I mentioned before, he was going to be murdered by praetorians, by his trusted officials, and he was like, I'm going to take matters into my own hand. I'm going to commit suicide, but first, I don't really know how to do it. So, good friend of mine, why don't you show me? And he asked somebody to demonstrate suicide, and they're like, we're not doing that.
No, I'm not. This is a one-way ticket. Yeah. No, sir. I will not be showing you anything.
So then he committed suicide and yelled, "This is Fidelity."
Investment company.
Yeah.
Sponsored by
I think he was
Fidelity.
thinking about that.
I think so too.
Must have been. He was a very forward thinker from what I understand.
Investing.
But he took the power of his death into his own hands. I mean, it was he knew he was going to die then and there, wherever he was. So he's like, fuck, I'm out.
Wow. Yeah. He knew the Senate
a quick way out, at least. Yeah. Hopefully. I guess.
So that was my Caesar. Wow. Not a great guy.
No.
But an interesting guy.
Interesting.
What about you, Xavier?
I picked Marcus Aurelius, or should I say Imperator Caesar Marcus Aurelius Antonius Augustus.
Should you say that?
I love it. I know. Like I said, man, the names are sick. The names are sick.
I love it.
And it's kind of good that we have these depictions of them in statues and this and that, because I would hate for like somebody to have that name and they're just a whiny bitch. And like the name does not suit you.
Yeah.
I hope like it just adds to the lore. When I hear that name, I'm like, oh yeah, that's that guy. That's our guy.
That's the guy. I picked Marcus Aurelius because he from when I was looking up, he was considered one of like the last of the golden age of Rome, where it was prosperous and stuff. Like he was considered one of the last good Roman emperors of that age. Like he's considered it was written in that he was considered that. Also, he was a philosopher of Stoicism. Like he was a thinker, a writer, very different, I guess, from like very well educated. He didn't really like talking to a lot of people, like doing the Roman business side of like being a Caesar. Like all the
handshaking, and grandstanding,
all the
and
bureaucracy that comes with it.
Yeah,
like
not
that.
interested.
He was totally he didn't like all that stuff, but he became Caesar as a co-emperor with his brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so
I didn't know that either. Yeah, he started out the transition for him becoming an emperor was smooth, but he wanted his brother to be co-emperor with him. His brother's name was Lucius Verus.
That's
cool
another
name.
sick name too.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, Lucius Verus.
Bring back these names.
It's his adopted brother. He insisted. Everybody was like, no. He insisted that because he wanted his adopted brother to be co-emperor. So he bore the name Imperator Caesar Lucius Aurelius Verus Augustus.
It's awesome.
That's really
It's
cool.
another killer name.
And I think the Augustus comes from the previous
ruler.
Augustus
the
Caesar.
previous one.
Okay.
But yeah, he was. I think I liked the fact that he was more on meditations on philosophy, like Stoic philosophy, which I think I talked about on a couple episodes before.
Yeah, he had a lot of hardships in his life and a lot of deaths. Personal.
The Stoicism is like a school of thought that has flourished in Greek and Roman history. But yeah, I think I talked about that on a previous episode.
Give it a listen.
Give it a listen. He had a lot of hardships in his life, just by losing family and loved ones, but he stayed true and strong through it all and didn't let it like plague his mind or alter him in any way. He was very, I guess, stoic in that regard.
Yeah, he was like for the empire over anything.
Yeah.
Right. He's one of those that's like the greater good must prevail type personas.
He also, I guess, with the Roman religion, because I get kind of confused with Rome allowed other religions to be, whether they conquered, when they conquered someone, they allowed them to exist. He got, when he was formally elected, he got Pontifex Maximus.
What's that?
That's the chief priest of the official cults of the official Roman religion. He's the chief priest.
That's cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, I thought that name was cool. Pontifex Maximus.
Anything with Maximus is just like, yes, Office Maximus.
Office Maximus.
Marcus Aurelius's reign too was from 161 to 180 CE. So about 19 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, 19 years of reign. Not a very long time either.
No.
Died at the age of 58. One of his greatest accomplishments was that he was able to hold the empire together through the Roman Empire's first true pandemic, I guess, which was the Parthian War and the Germanic Wars. And he died while conducting the Germanic Wars, like while he was campaigning for that. That's when he passed away. I don't think he was murdered.
Hey, that's a nice thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
He didn't die by
good for him not being
by
murdered.
the sword. Yeah, I like that a little bit. That's something different.
Good for you, Marcus.
It's interesting to hear. It's like, he wasn't murdered. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He died of a plague.
He
got a disease.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it.
Maybe being stabbed.
But that was part of the pandemic that he was
Oh.
fighting through, or keeping Rome together through. I guess that's he got sick.
It's like all three of those things happening. There's 2 wars and a plague.
Can't you just like take sunlight and like inject it?
I thought I heard something about that.
Into your blood?
Like cleaning supplies or something.
Yeah.
Bleach? Bleach, yeah.
Use the lead pipes from their water system.
Yeah. No, that'll help.
Yeah, just suck on it.
I mean, I liked Mark. That was my emperor. I probably didn't do him any justice talking about it, but
hey, that's the show.
That's
the show, buddy.
Cale, who did you pick?
I picked Lucius Septimius Severus because he was, when we wrote this and we did the time period, he was the acting emperor at the time.
Yeah.
So he would have been overseeing all this nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
So he's one of the more rational Caesars.
Sure.
So I would hope that he would let us go if we made it out alive.
Oh, true.
But I also chose him because he was born on my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
April 11th, 145.
Wow, happy birthday.
Yeah, Lucius almost. But he's a little bit different. His mother kind of married into a higher status of life. I think they were called the equestrian class. So that was like the second.
Yeah.
So the second class or still wealthy, still powerful. But
that's where centaurs come from.
Ooh, horses and women.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, no. Oh, no.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. But different ways of the come up. He actually went through the Senate.
Oh,
given
okay.
his status and his state, he was able to work through the Senate.
Because like we were might have alluded to, a lot of the time they wouldn't necessarily be elected. It was like family bloodline.
Right. So this happened. He had advanced through the customary succession of offices under Marcus Aurelius and Commodus.
Oh,
are like the two Caesars that were in power while he was going through the Senate and doing these kind of power plays, and ultimately did do a power play during 193, during the year of the 5 emperors. He fought 2 other people, an incumbent emperor, and he fought I don't know the third person, but the other 2 were Roman generals that wanted to take over. He ended up having enough support, winning these battles, and eventually seizing power and becoming Caesar from 193 to 211. So 18 years in power.
Dang.
That's a pretty good time.
That's a pretty good span, right? And he led several conquests, expanded the provinces, lost some battles, won some, kind of was all over the place in like these terms of conquest, but really wanted to build up the Senate more, but also didn't want them having more power than him.
Right.
So it was this kind of seesaw of, which I'm sure all of them dealt with, of trying to balance and have the power and have all these things happen. He had 2 sons, and his wife, his second wife, his first wife died, just not tragically, but had some kind of illness and died. But she was a major power player in terms of like understanding how the Senate worked. And she was like kind of an advisor to him. Yeah. So she played a part whenever he eventually died. He died in his 60s. He was in the middle of a conquest, and he was in war at the time, but he caught a infectious disease and passed away. But before that, he wanted his, I'm glad that you went first, because I thought it was at first I would have looked like a jackass,
like an idiot,
like a fool. But his 2 sons, when he passed, he wanted them both to rule together. Okay, under the advisement of his wife, so their mother, and that worked for a little while. Yeah, power is never an easy thing to split up. So his two sons wanted to divide the empire, have both opposing sides. Yeah, exactly. Do the same thing. And then the one older brother, I think Caracalla, basically had the other brother murdered in his mom's arms, because he lured them into a false sense of security and said, let's meet here. It's neutral ground. And then he just had the centurions murder him in his mother's arms.
Go ahead and just stab him a bunch.
And then she was like, all right, well, I guess you're the lone Caesar. So she was trying to advise him. And then it turned out he did not want to do any of the Caesar stuff. He wanted to just ass off all the time. And then he went to war. And somebody killed him that was one of his guards. And then that guy was killed. And then that guy went on to be Caesar.
And so on and so on. Until the collapse of the empire.
Just like when you have the chance.
What a life.
When in Rome. Kill a Caesar.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah.
So his sons
history.
Exactly. His sons had a rough time of it, but 60 something years old, dying from a disease instead of a stab in the back. Wasn't murdered.
Yeah.
Was murdered by life, but not a person. So that's good.
And not in the worst way.
No,
I guess.
Basically an ascension through power through the Senate. And then obviously his ties through, I think his marriage to his second wife was what gave him more of a physical stance in terms of stature. She was a noble. Okay. So it kind of built up his station in life.
That seems to be a pretty common thing too.
This is organized,
powerful women,
organized marriages, arranged marriages in terms of power plays. So
it's
definitely went through that.
Yeah, it's finding the power dynamic. It's like our family wants to be in this power, so I need to marry into this family.
Exactly.
And then give birth to a child or just be a part. Yeah.
We got to keep the line going.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know what we don't have to keep going is this show.
Finally. Yes. Thumbs down. Kill them all.
Our most downvoted episode. No, thank you so much.
It might be.
Thank you so much. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Oh.
Let us know if we survived the gladiatorial combat.
I hope so.
No, but thank you all so much for joining another fantastic episode of the Weekly Tall Talk.
Yes.
We had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to find us all online, we're going to give out our socials. So if you want to find me, you can find me on Instagram at Corey.Andre, Corey.Ondrey. We also have the Weekly Tall Talk on Instagram. So go there to see clips from our show, as well as some pictures from our life and the things that we're doing. We're always doing activities and different group events and stuff that we like to share. So find us on Instagram at the Weekly Tall Talk. Cale, how are we going to find you, brother?
Ooh, you can find me on Instagram at TallTaleCale with an underscore in between each word and a C instead of a K for Cale. I'm also on TikTok at bearded_giant. And we also have a communal TikTok where we post basically the same stuff on our Instagram, but in a different form.
Oh,
Other clips, other things. We try to spice it up and not have the same thing posted on two places. So we switch it up. So look in there for some other exclusive clips.
Yep.
So follow us on there. We also have a communal YouTube channel, which we're building up. And thank you for following if you do.
yeah. Thank you so much.
The Weekly Tall Talk channel. We're looking into getting live recordings back out and doing some other stuff. And some other channels, or not other channels, but other things we're bringing to our channel. If YouTube would get their head out of their ass.
Come on, YouTube.
We'd be able to do these things. We
Dicking
said
us
that last
around.
episode.
Yeah.
And yet they still haven't helped us.
No.
So shame on them. They're the ones depriving you.
Yeah.
But follow us, like and subscribe.
Definitely.
Xavier, where can the what? Sir? Sir?
Oh, wait.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, and if you listeners out there have any answers to today's questions, we'd love to hear them. Please feel free to email us at talltalenetwork@gmail.com. And we also have a Patreon account if you guys are interested in seeing some of our behind the scenes footage and content and bloopers. Those are pretty funny.
There's a lot of bloopers.
There's a lot. We goof off a lot.
That's half the show.
That's half the show is laughing off with your boys.
Absolutely. Our Patreon is patreon.com/Tall Network. Feel free to send us a couple bucks if you're interested.
Yeah, we have some free content on there as well.
Yeah.
So check that out and see if that might entice you.
Absolutely.
Toss us a shilling or you go into the Coliseum.
And with that, we'll tall tale you later.